Greetings and welcome all to another Sunday live stream. Hello, Color people. Hope you had a good time this week. Sorry, I've been a break in my schedule is kinda. I'm a little out of sorts. That's all the advertisements done. So, where did we leave off last time? Right. And I do kind of want that. In any case, so a little bit more against the storm this time around. Still not entirely decided on what I want to do with this series per se, but I think we'll just do the first seal, the bronze seal, and then switch over to something else because it's just not as engaging as I think it is. And besides, I've been playing on the other profile for a bit, and I'm already way beyond this, so it's just getting a little bit out of whack. Still not entirely sure if I can make a series out of this game, but that's beside the point. Also a little bit of house cleaning business. The previous stream, I played a little bit of this game and also a little bit of World War II Rebuilder. Now, anyone who has watched back that stream may have noticed that that stream suddenly is a lot shorter. That is because, well, apparently the music in World War II Rebuilder is, well, it's not owned by the people who make the game. It was claimed, and ads will be running on my streams. Now, I purposely don't run ads in the stream because I kind of feel it's not quality enough. This is just basically me shooting the shit, trying to work on my social stuff. You know, learning how to be a real human. And so generally, I don't feel like it's really worth advertising. So when someone does put advertisement on it, like that, I will have to snip it. So in case anyone was wondering why that stream is shorter and cuts off suddenly, that's the reason. Anyway, let us continue on. Again, we'll only do one settlement. And do I want to do this? I mean, that would mean a lot less food, but overall, let's see. This would give me... I mean, I have at least 3 more cities, maybe? No, we're gonna head straight for the seal. Let's see. Start with that. Bring in some more extra food. Yeah. So. The 28th of January already. How time flies. The new year is almost over. And I have not made any attempt at doing any New Year's resolutions, so you know, brand. That's not an ideal location. I do want to have a road around this. Alright, let's move. Wonder who the third race will be that I get. They gave me a standard lizardman. Oh, never mind, it's harpies. Alright, bonus will be... I think I'll take the exploration. Back for that one. Alright. And I suppose I could always... Possibly. I mean, ultimately, you're making a bet against your own laziness. I'll take Trappist Camp for this one. I think that's easy enough to deliver. See? Very easy. Alright, I think we can do that one. Alright, so... I kind of want both of these, but... if we're gonna make boats... I'll definitely take the lumber mill. These they really want me to have the Trappist Camp. Herbalist. Upgrade that. That is a fair interpretation. You should always be working smarter, not harder. Still waiting for this to finish. Keep forgetting to check the resources that are available in the region. Alright, so. I mean, two that want religion. Hobbies don't care for leisure. Let's get the Provisioner, that's always a useful building. Never built the Trappist Camp, did I? Hello, SI. Welcome to the stream. It wasn't much of a... It wasn't that much suffering. Definitely no pain. Just a nice family dinner at a pancake restaurant that we like. A pancake portuguesa. Nice and spicy. It's just... It started fine, wasn't all that much people there, and then as it got later it started filling up and the noise became a little bit unbearable. And of course there's also my niece, who's only recently turned 1 year old, so, you know, doing baby things. But overall it went alright. Right. Do I have... let's bring you in. Looks like we have stone. And some coal, nice. You actually are in range. Don't need to change anything. Will, however, spread this out a little so we have room. And we'll just put that there. A little bit here. I can put a mine here if I want to. Let's create a little bit of space. I hostility already? It must be because of the battlefield, right? I'll take the lizards. And the old Farloaf is coming. And we definitely would like that in mine. Get the basic stuff out of the way. Right, of these things. And I have no means of burning it down. Only precious resources to stop it. Well, not even that. Fixing it up would be nice. I suppose you have the supplies I need. I'm gonna take this stuff. But I am glad that such a meeting is really only once a year affair. We need 15 barrels. I think that's cheaper. I don't really need ore. It'll do. Get that out of the way. Kinda need more parts. Let's see if we can get some jerky. Other than that, not much in this glade. Really expecting to go all in there. What do I need to cut? Free. Let's cut over here. Is there another thing you can do? Yep. Mushrooms here. Set up a small warehouse in this direction. Yeah, luckily basic housing is still a thing. Well, at least the list people are happy. Just the pickled goods and the skewers. Everyone loves pie. I hope I can get a bakery out of all this. Right. Someplace I can actually put a plantation. Very nice. There's the storm again. Balthier. Anything else I can reset up easily? Let's get the provisioner going as well. That's fabric going. Actually, yeah, there's no need. There might be some need for planks. You just bricks. Pretty sure I have planks. Yeah. Let's hold off on making any planks. Definitely need bricks though. Let's make that a bit of a priority. This one, yeah, that's the new symbol for the Forbidden Blade. There's been a bit of an update since the last time, I think. And they've made some changes to the portraits and some of the indicators, as well as some balancing, of course. Everything is a little bit more fancy. Yeah. That's a lot of teeth. Alright, let's see. We get 4 people or 3 people. Do I need parts that badly? I mean, I have 7 of them. More people.
Yeah.
Let's make some provisions. And you can do that, but not with planks, because that's just too expensive. Where can I breach that will not instantly kill my face? Let's get letter projection up. And head down here first and then see about taking care of any of the other glades. We got another forbidden one over here. Hopefully set up our loathing construction over here. That should keep the harpies and the humans happy. And let's make a decent surplus of that. And not with stone though. And you can use whatever, I guess. The trade routes are not going anywhere without provision, so Kinda would like that on the way. Alright, so we got some copper. You need to move. Luckily we have an excellent spot for you. And the next set of orders. I'll take this one. That one. In that case, no need for you to make any more of that. Just make bricks. Alright, what do you have? Cookhouse wouldn't be bad. I don't have anything I can really sacrifice. I mean, there's certainly no way I can get up to 21. Let's see. How much is 40 jerky? 11. 5 parts. Also get some pie, maybe? Right, let's see how far we can get with this. Alright, that would be there. You in here? Trapper's camp. More eggs here. What can we send out? Well, nothing, because nothing is worth enough. They do need to have at least 7 amber. I want to do a route. Don't have enough to do an offering. We'll tear it down. Yeah. And that gives us... Religion, leisure... That's treatment, right? Yeah, treatment. I guess forget the bathhouse for this one. Can't build it, but you know, let's just start. Do I have anything I can use my forager for? Not really. Alright, let's start going into these dangerous bits. I need more resources. I have no special need for anything. Let's make sure that this is getting built. Fabric has slightly more priority. I have to clear the other side of the glade so we can have all the room we need to expand just in case. And I need some more housing. Really want to build human shelters, but I can only build 3 of them to be effective. So that would mean at least 2 of these. There we go. I really kind of just want you to make planks. Okay, so we can probably start working on the next level of stuff we need. Right, can I fix this thing? No. But I also don't have the resources to tear it down. yet. Hmm. It's... I dang it, don't have enough. Right. Trade route. Have all the goodies. Hmm. There's the provisioner finally. Whole farm would be nice, but again, I don't have anything really to sell you. Let's see, what can I get? Don't need building materials for the crops just yet. I need 15 of these. Sacrifice some wood. That's about all I'm willing to sacrifice for this. You don't have any containers, so that's pointless. Can't barter for stormwater or anything. Alright. get some meat specialization. Still the order. And what do I get? Definitely get the smokehouse, because otherwise we can't get the jerky satisfaction. I have the pots now. Don't cook that. Right, what do I need? Get some lists, getting all out of the dirt.
Aha.
Don't have either of those, of course. You're the only one that does that. You need to move. That's hopefully far away enough if I don't have the means of getting that done. Yeah, I know. But I don't currently have another way to make that stuff. So jerky is kind of my best option. To keep the lizards happy. Right, I should at least make the humans happy-ish. But we still need one more housing. Right, go with that. Probably fine. Can you not reach that one? We'll stay away from the meat for now. Not 100% sure I can finish that in time. Neighborhood is leveled up. Right. That should be everyone with a roof over their heads. And we can't advance that any further. Finish your collection so we can get out of here. Small discharge is not so bad, but I have had the misfortune of not realizing I had left that going before finishing solving the problem. I don't think we're gonna get it before I have enough to tear it down. Because the requirement is going to take much longer to tear it than to tear it down. Unfortunate. Can do it. Just have to wait for the discharge. Right. Deal with that. Alright, what else do I want? Tea would be useful. We are producing berries. And there's no need for pies. I'll take this one. Get some more harpies on board. Getting paved roads. No. I'm gonna get this one. I need more parts. I have 12-ish minutes before it goes wrong again. Burn some more. We have cleared this. Do another easy one. Do I have enough parts for another mine? Yes, I do. Now just turn off. And you work there. Alright, we should have plenty of time for that. Another order fulfilled. That one will do. Alright, something that can produce skewers. biscuit. Right? No, pickled goods. Yeah. Well, let's just get the cookhouse. I need more harpies, so this one. Do you have anything useful? Not producing wine at the moment. I think I'll take the pottery for this one. I don't have enough storage that will be is really worth enough. I do hope I find more farm fields out there. Or at least find the tools to make more farm fields. The food industry. Forget how big a building this thing is. Yep. Plenty of coats to keep the harpies and humans happy. Oh, cool. It's gone. Can I move you over there? I'll put you off to the side here so I don't think about you. And also this. Why, it's a harvester, right? No, herbalist. Forager. Thingy. Well, I'll just put it here. Get about it for a bit. But I need to find some lizards. And do some cooking for me. Normal amount of stuff. And only place I'm making this. Using food for that. Need not much pigment. This is the only place for this. Use wood for that because I might need it. The tasks a little. More coal stuff. And do I have tools? Do not have tools. Don't really need bricks though. I think I've got more than enough bricks for now. Let's start thinking about the next blade to pop. For something that is not gonna eat my face. And I don't need it, but I also don't not need it. I need to finish that quest. Do I have Enough supply to make this worth my while. So many things that still need unlocking. Alright. Hey, more farm fields, good. And I mean, I'm gonna say no. It's gonna be this is very good stuff. Mine has no available ore. Right, well then let's recycle it. Hello, Shadow Turtle Yin Yang. Welcome to the stream. Alright, what else do we get? Yeah, trading grounds might not be bad since we are making weapons. Alright, we need Harpy. So this is my only choice. Still not enough farm fields though. Oh, well, if they're still available like this, that's gonna solve itself. Do I need small farms? I mean, maybe? Wouldn't hurt to have them. Also clear about a little bit here then. And set up a small warehouse this area. You're complaining you don't have enough stuff to work with. This mine is also out of ore. Things will become so much better once I have the upgrades available. See anything else I can mine, so we'll have to pop another blade. This one has the most porous barrier. Get it done. I mean, I might not have to, but it's for the sake of convenience. Right, improvement to the forage camp, please. Right, do I need to trade goods? Not at the present time. But just sell them like this.
Yes. Baba.
Dasi. Mhm.
Let's get the cooking into overdrive. Building goods. Sure. Alright, what do we have here? Forsaken Crypt. Let's just get rid of it. Cooperage. Do I need barrels? It also makes tea. Wait, that's actually kind of useful. Let's restore this thing. And I haven't got the tools for that. Alright, let's break it open. Bit of eggs. Do some more mining over there. I mean, granted, I don't have the parts for it, but we could, technically. Nothing I can harvest. Bit of that. And what else is out here? Go harvest over there. We can take that away from the provisioner.
Dusty. See.
There's the spare parts we need. I kind of need something that gives me religion and education, I guess. I mean, that will make the harpies happy. Fine, I'll burn more wood. Right, so now we just need the crops. I should probably set the limit a little higher. And assign someone else to help you.
Dasi.
Sí.
Flutra. Oh, rala.
Right. What do I have food-wise? I don't have any berries or anything. Let's get the plantation going here. A plantation going here. And let's improve grain production. We get the farm in here. Ignore that. Kill these trees. Harpy quota. Alright, I need something that can make pickled goods. Which is none of these things. I mean, the porridge would be useful for the humans, but... Alright, come on, pickled goods. Dang it. Alright, now they're just pissing me off. I'm not made of amber. Alright, one more time. It'll do. I'll take it. And the lizard housing would have been nice, but I want to focus on getting this stuff filled. Alright. We'll farm over here.
Yeah. Dasi.
Clara.
Yeah.
Oh, trufco. Flutra. Ra.
Putting that. Did I put humans somewhere where they are not needed? We've almost got this done, but just a few small ends to tie up. I need way more human housing now. Let's see, 8, 9. I currently have 5. Make it 20. That way I can be sure I have enough. Fine, plenty of stone for you to grab here. Let's make sure we are limits. So you are much better at this. Visioner. Guess that makes this building obsolete. Nothing new here. Time to sell more stuff. Also, we can now activate this. That should do it. Now, if the merchants will sell us something that will satisfy the brawling, then we will have everyone happy. I would have liked to have gotten something that can make pie, but we're just not getting lucky there. Still, with 2 races happy, we should speed through the reputation easily enough. Another one of these. And tear it down. And you have little of value. But I'll take it anyway. Nothing else I want to buy, really. Who knows, maybe I got lucky and as a trader in one of the glades, but feels like that's not going to be the case. Ooh, look at them, all 3 happy. Do need a little bit more housing. Woohoo! That was quick. Alright, let's get the caravan wagons for that, so we'll be sure that the next one will be over here, next to the bronze seal. What is this? Oof, that's that's a lot. Right, let's see what we can unlock. More blueprints. We have earned the upgrades for unlock the lizard house. I definitely would need to do a food run just to clear out some of this chaff, but for now we're not doing too bad. Still plenty of time in this cycle. Alright, so next time we will definitely be tackling the bronze seal. But for now, I'm just gonna switch over to a new game. Give me a moment while I see if I can get it loaded properly. So, as I sort of showcased World War II Rebuilder, there was another game that came packaged with that, because I wasn't checking too closely if I was taking a package deal. Demolish and Build, which I did sort of explain what that was. I figured, well, why not showcase it? If it will load up, actually. Being a bit slow. What's the deal? Team, wake up. Why is it not launching? Ah, there we go. The sync error again. Yes, Steam does not like syncing my games while I'm streaming. Right, do we have capture, please? There we go. Demolish and Build 2018. So, what is this game? Exactly what it says on the tin. You demolish stuff and you build stuff. Using some variety of machinery and tools that you will unlock through the game. So we'll just start a new profile. Just, you know, for the sake of things, because I've played through the game. It's not all that long. Using legally distinct materials and all that. There is music in the game, but considering the last game I got in trouble for, or it was claimed, I'm just turning the music off, and we'll just start blank. For the style of game it is, I mean, I can't really properly explain that because I don't really play GTA, but I can see where they've got some inspiration. Are you there yet? It took you long enough. Keeping our client waiting is bad for business. There is a very low level of humor, even below Dungeons level of humor, that I can sort of appreciate, but I think they probably should have done a little bit of more work. You better start working on the contract as soon as possible. I don't need you slacking off during work hours. Don't you know how to accept the contract? Just interact with the demolition sign next to you. I don't know, I'm still paying you. Get to work. Oh, this is a positive boss. Right, so this is all new to us. And we have a contract here at the casino. We are changing this old casino into a restaurant, but before we can start redecorating, we need to have some walls removed. Cool, that's easy enough. The only tool we have is a hammer and a wrench. The hammer breaks things, the wrench fixes things. We have spidey senses. Well, it calls us worker senses, but basically it shows us what objectives we have. So we can do them. And we have a pathetic throw. Now there is no music during this bit. The only music in-game you really get is when you start driving a vehicle, because then the radio turns on. Now, I don't know if that's a licensed music or of any kind, but I'm not taking any chances with that, so you're not going to be hearing anything. We are here in sunny Gold Valley. Looking at stuff to throw away. Not entirely sure why these chairs need to be thrown out, but sure, you can still find a use for them. I mean, they look very clean, all things considered. That's in there. Now to remove the wiring. Where's the last one again? There. So we need to destroy the walls inside. It's basically these ugly concrete looking ones that are totally out of place. Luckily these are very simple walls. Not that you get very complex walls, but essentially they work on the gravity-based system. Once you remove the bottom bits, they should fall down on their own. There, that's that wall done. I mean, honestly, for a demolition job, this looks like a way too well furnished place. I think they've moved all the various items out of the building, stripped the carpet. There, those walls are done. Now we just need to demolish the lion statues on the roof. Now, luckily we don't have to fiddle around with ladders or scaffolding in this particular game. If there is a means, if there's a need to go up to the roof, there's always a ladder. Feels kinda a waste to destroy these statues, but hey, contract is contract. Unfortunately, I don't have a free license to destroy whatever I want to destroy. I can only destroy the things that are actually on the contract. There. And usually when a contract is finished, you get a slight stinger music of, yeah, you did it. Which is kind of fun, but does get old over time. Alright, boss. I just got a call from the client. He said you broke the priceless lion statues. What do you mean that was part of the contract? The customer is always right. Forget about your paycheck. I had enough. You're fired. Don't let me see you again. A bunch of monkeys would do a better job. Well, find a new job. Incoming call. Hey, Joey Smith. I heard the boss fired you. Don't worry about that. I also left the job. That jerk pays terrible. Not to mention he smells like a big ape. How would you know? How about we become partners and start our own company with who? I mean with our own machines and tools. I transferred some cash to your account. I also marked a nice property for sale on your GPS. Go there and buy the office. Should be perfect for our new company. Oh, and by the way, look for a parking sign nearby. You can deliver the pickup truck there. This way you wouldn't have to go everywhere by foot. So, we now need to purchase our construction office. Although, let's just get the pickup truck here. Indeed, there is radio, rock, smash wave, electric hammer, and dozer core. You can use your imagination to what those sound like. They are serviceable, but I found them a little bit annoying. We're not given a choice really as where to go. Driving is okay, it's nothing special really. Everyone drives to the speed limit. I can ignore them freely because there is no one to stop me. And here's our office. Purchase that. And we'll accept our task. Now, you could hire workers to do some tasks for you, but we're kind of skint, so let's not do that. And besides, the task is not terribly hard. We just need to remove all the planks from the windows. And the doors, of course. I mean, honestly, this building feels like way too big for a startup company. Where was the last bit of planks? What's upstairs? It was somewhere up there. Did I miss it? No, it is up here. Oh, it's on the outside. Right. But as impressive as this building looks, you never actually spent any time in here. You just don't. It's just a thing you have. You need to have a property like this in every region that you play in. Well, I also believe there's no real fall damage. So you can climb to the highest buildings in this game and not really suffer the consequences. No. Alright. Our office is done. How's it going? Have you already got it done? Awesome. Now we need some heavy machinery to receive better contracts. I marked the machine shop on your map. You can either drive there or open the map by taxi and clicking on the location for fast travel. I do enjoy like that the game doesn't make me jump through hoops to unlock fast travel. Right, so we need to go here to the machine shop. Just barrel through. Yeah, these towns really have it all. Every town, for instance, has an airport. Doesn't matter that it doesn't look big enough to sustain such a thing. It just has one. There's also locations to discover, mostly gas stations. Gas stations are sort of, well, not needed, but they, if your machines do run out of gas, it is cheaper to refill them at the gas station, but you don't have to. And at a certain point, you just quit caring because money is just so easy to get. Right, so we need to buy a bulldozer, which is this one. Yeah, bulldozer. Right. Pass the exam. There should be an exam sign nearby. Interact with it and start the bulldozer exam. Right, so we can't just drive off the lot with the bulldozer. We need to be certified for it. I know this is just a fancy tutorial, but yeah. It actually is kind of fitting that you would need to do a certification for heavy machinery. Can't have every Tom, Dick and Vladimir just drive a bulldozer. Yeah, this place does definitely feel like that. Right, so that's all the walls broken. Now we just need to flatten this sand. This is only a small bulldozer. Later on in the game we get big ones. And we do need to drive over the checkpoints, otherwise it doesn't consider us done. A lot of tasks you can finish like 80% and it'll consider it done. Which is actually a kind of a nice concession, because, you know, having to hunt down the 99% of a wall you need to break down can get very tedious real quick. Yay! We can now drive a bulldozer. And you can drive a bulldozer wherever you wish. You probably don't want to though, because it is very slow. I think you are ready. There should be some contracts available in the menu under the Jobs tab. Finish them to get more cash. Why am I not working? Well, I provided you with cash. I'm more of an investor, but don't worry. I'll give you tips while working on obtaining better deals abroad. Contracts are the only way of getting cash. Try collecting scrap with your pickup or buy a robot with a jackhammer to break some rocks with gold nuggets. Just check the green circles on the map. Alright, so that is indeed a way to make money. Some of these circles contain either a place where a nugget is, buried, or where a derelict car is being set down. And you can take those apart for some extra cash. The market here shows you how much value you get for either scrap or gold. But let's have a look at the job. So we'll start low, I guess, with the gas station toilets. Yeah. So I'll show that on the map. Over there, it's a waypoint. We need to discover it, otherwise you can't fast travel. That's fine. Well, maybe their cars can handle that. My car sure can't, but then again, I drive a Toyota. Alright, so the variety of stuff we can buy. I would like to buy the jackhammer, but I don't quite have enough money. Welder, the abrasive saw, nail gun, and, well, when you really need something destroyed, some C4. Right, let's just go to the toilets. Get some cash. I'll just demonstrate some things we can do. Now, the overall goal of the game is to get this line to be above that line by getting our company rating up to A. You do this by owning properties, because that's the biggest way. I mean, you also gain some company value by buying vehicles, but that's generally kind of small. Well, possibly. I mean, I did like my Opel, but German engineering not quite as fine as it might have once been. Right. Waypoint has been reached. Need to prepare, move the electric wires, and deliver radiators to the thing. So, luckily the radiators have already been disconnected. We can just pick them up. Right, and remove electric wires. I could do that, but I'm not going to. Because I kind of like to believe that those regulations are there for my protection. Seeing what unregulated markets can do to an economy, I feel much safer here. Alright, so now we need to get rid of all the other stuff here. The tile, for instance. And luckily we can again just do the bottom bits and the tiles will fall off themselves. We also need to smash these things. This game can feel a little bit cathartic, but it's also a good way to get some RSI, so keep that in mind. Well, I don't want flying cars, really. I barely trust cars when they're just driving normally. And frankly, the idea of a car that can only be slowed down by the buildings surrounding it, in case it goes out of control, or heaven forbid, a drunken flyer. I mean, how many pilots have flown drunk and caused an accident? For a job like this, I probably would want the jackhammer. Because the jackhammer is essentially just a better hammer. In every sense of the word. Although annoyingly with the jackhammer you can't mine for the gold bits that you need to find. Even though it is exactly the same tool as is on the robot, as the guy just described. It's just not heavy enough, I guess. Yes, but in general I don't think people will do that. At least not for a long while. A lot of people will be stuck in two-dimensional thinking. And I've already seen way too many pictures of people driving their cars in so many silly ways to know that giving people flying cars is just a bad idea. I mean, the way some people have managed to launch their regular ground cars up into the air, making them effectively low-flying planes, is just a feat. I dare not give our people more, humanity more of a means to cause chaos like that. And besides, I'm also not much of a car fan, so, you know, I'd prefer to see actually less cars in traffic. Luckily, there's no such thing as traffic in this game. Not really. There's only really traffic whenever there's an emergency, because that's when they put up a obstruction. And so the cars have to stop, and they will always cause a problem. Well, you think so, but it's also a little hard to maintain. I mean, considering the lengths that law enforcement has to go through now to stop drunk drivers. Not to mention, a car is effectively just a very big, heavy weapon. And then there's of course always the risk of unqualified drivers. I mean, all the teenage children that just borrow the keys from their mom or dad, thinking, well, that's no big deal, I've seen them drive, I can do it too. Ah, we're done. Let's leave. Alright, let's go to a job that I actually have to use a vehicle for, which is the vintage saloon. But I will quickly hop over to the tools and purchase the jackhammer because I want a better hammer. We'll just quickly head back over to the gas station toilets, get in our car. I mean, it's fine to dream about it, of course, but you're not really solving much by doing that. You'd still need to set up a sort of road system. Currently, there's already a traffic system for planes, so you'd expect something similar to happen for cars. So there's effectively would just be roads for cars in the sky. Sky lanes and all that. Which would just as easily fill up as regular roads. So you're just adding another lane to a road, effectively. Well, it doesn't take too long, but this is just way faster. Right, so we need to demolish the saloon. And there is another tool we need to employ here to make sure that this thing doesn't get too dusty. But first, let's get rid of all the chairs again. Right. Do like how they kept most of this stuff in theme for the area. Although you get the impression that this used to be some sort of Wild West tourist attraction and just got abandoned at some point. I mean, there's even a gold mine on this map, so not too wild a good idea. And one of the attractions has a UFO on it, so they really went in on the old Roswell thing as well. I mean, there is a location on here somewhere where you can demolish a space shuttle. Which is just a little bit out there, but sure, okay. I can demolish a space shuttle. This place is really falling apart. Alright, that's the chairs done. Now, the tables, we don't have to smash them with jackhammer. But we're going to. Because it's just a little bit more effective. And we need to break the windows. Do I need a jackhammer for that? No. Absolutely not. So now the fence needs to be demolished. Bulldozer, I choose you! There it is. Now, to get rid of the fence. That's not so difficult. We don't have to worry too much about that. That's just very basic running into things and it'll fall over. You can't even knock over this tree by accident. You have to be a little bit careful about knocking stuff down because while the blade is pretty much invulnerable, the rest of the thing is not. Although I have not managed to kill a vehicle yet in this game, because that requires some supernatural dumbassery. It is possible to really damage your stuff if you're just standing in the wrong location as the debris falls down. Alright, so we now need to make the whole thing wet so it doesn't get dust everywhere. Because if there's too much dust damage, that detracts from the final award we get for the destruction of this place. Which is sort of understandable. Luckily, this roof is very leaky, and we're now making both sides wet. Same with the walls. There's also the floor. Now it's very unlikely I will catch everything, but that's also not necessary. Infinite amounts of hose, I think, although there is limits to how far you can stretch it. I think the hose can get stuck on terrain and stuff, so you might accidentally drop the nozzle if you're not careful about it. Alright, I think that's it. You can just ignore the hose now. Let's do some damage. What is the light fixture in the way, of course. Ah, I forgot to wet this roof. Well. As long as the dust stays in the green, we're not likely gonna incur too much damage. Very amusing noise the wood makes as it falls. Yeah, overall the physics work okay in this game, but I do question some of the levels of bounciness of vehicles and structures. I mean, once it turns into debris, most of the stuff doesn't appear to have any real weight. And it functions more or less like styrofoam falling. Let's bring the arm up so we can maybe hit that wall a little higher. Alright, one more thing. And I know the task is done, but Alright, let's also fix it up. And that's it. And we get a nice little bonus from it. It's actually worth more than the original reward. Not sure how bonus is calculated. The game never explains. It just doesn't. Alright, let's earn ourselves a little bit of stuff. Property rewards. And actually showcase some of the build in this demolish and build. Create some guarded parking. If we can. I'm not entirely sure if I've got all the tools I need, but I think I do. We just need the bulldozer for this. Let's summon the bulldozer. So we need to flatten piles and take out trash to the container. Let's do the trash thing first. Hunting down the trash bits is always a little bit more annoying than just flattening piles, which is relatively easy. Not entirely sure why there's sinks in the middle of this lot. I guess that most of the assets work well with terrain, but occasionally I feel the devs were reaching a little, or they just didn't have any more assets they could use. So in this case, some loose tires probably would have been a little bit more logical. In the container you go. And where's the rest? A lot of building projects come in multiple stages, so you might have to make sure you don't get surprised by that. So this is relatively simple. Flattening the earth. But yeah, beyond this, the game is fairly straightforward. I mean, there's no real overarching plot where your rival tries to sabotage anything you do or anything. There's no real plots developments. There's no real other characters either. I mean, there's other people you talk to, but they just give you quests and don't really get involved beyond that. Which is kind of fine, but makes the world also very bland. And the kicker is, once you have finished all the contracts and gotten all the properties, the jobs just start over again. You can just do them forever if you wish. Alright, stage 1 is complete. And now it's operational. And occasionally it'll give us $100. Which isn't much, but at this stage of the game, that's kind of nice to have at least a steady source of income. And what else is there? And as you can see, that has lifted the bar up just a little bit. You would need the abrasive saw. I have money for that. Let's go to the tools. I would like the abrasive saw, please. Pickup truck was summoned. Let us go to one of these circles and showcase the additional the other way to create a little bit of cash for you. I can't do it properly because I'm missing a bit of equipment, but I'm not gonna bother with that because that takes too long to solve, and it's overall a little bit boring. Essentially, there's bits of a car that are just too heavy to lift by hand and require you to have a device that allows for lifting. Now, the easiest way to get that would be the robots, but that's a very cumbersome way of lifting stuff, so I'm just not gonna bother. Alright, so here we have our rust bucket. For some reason, all the derelict cars are in this condition. I don't know why they let it happen like this. Well, it doesn't matter. We are here to make some money. Just push it over to the car. Hopefully toss it in there. And there's several bits of the car that we need to cut, but for instance, if I cut the roof, it gets that symbol, which shows that it needs to be lifted. I'm not gonna bother. There's also the back door. I think that's everything on this car, but there were two green circles nearby, so the other salvage might also be. Just get this out of the way. The metal saw is directional, so you do have to be a little bit careful about how you use it. Right, there it is. That's a chuck. Yeah, this is one of the two varieties of vehicles you can get, I think. I mean, there might be a third one, but I forget. But it just means different things can be torn off. Like for instance, the roof of the cab can be sawed open, and does that. And the hood that's also a saw job. Then, for instance, we could also take out the engine. Except, no, that's also too heavy to lift by hand. Now, I understand that one, but still annoying. I'll just take the front bumper. And we can also get the wing mirrors off. And I'm not sure if these things unspawn, but they don't show up on the map anymore, so not too bad for me, I guess. Alright, so I think the scrap metal place is over there. Covered roof of a building. Wow, game, they're giving me excellent descriptions of things. Ah, here's the scrap heap. Just drive over here and sell all our scrap. We have just under a ton, so we're not gonna get that much, but hey, it is something. Right, that's quite enough of this. That's basically Gold Valley. Let's change profile to the game that I already completed. So I can showcase some of the other vehicles you might want to have access to. Yeah, so we are still in Gold Valley here, but as you can see, there's other towns unlocked. And I just did a delivery for some stuff with our dump truck. It's a nice vehicle. You can put a lot in there. But yeah, once you complete a level, you usually get a bonus to the scrap stuff. This yeah, this one. Gold Valley Scraps Inc. We need more scrap metal, it's twice the market price. That's a neat way to get some more money quickly. Ish. depending. I mean, if you use the dump truck to collect your scrap, it'll take you a while because this thing fills up very slowly. Anyway, where do I want to go? Not here, but just want to dump this for a moment. So I go to the map and head over to the machine shop. Because here we have some space to work with. Alright, so we have the bulldozer over here, or the roller. You use this exactly once in the entire game. Also, just to show that it is indeed done, my rating cannot go higher. I have all the properties. Alright, let's summon all the vehicles. Ooh. Alright, so I already demonstrated the bulldozer, no need to do that again. Here we have the excavator. Now it currently doesn't look like it's got anything on the ends. It's got the lift function on. Just use the standard bucket. Well, let's just create a little bit more room so I can do this. So it drives pretty much like a regular vehicle because it's wheeled. But you can also switch completely to just using the crane arm and stuff for some very fine motions. Use the shears. Close the bucket. Now the one thing that confused me at the start is because initially I did not have all the equipment ready yet when I was going for the gold mine. And essentially it tells you need to bucket shovel stuff into the dump truck. And I tried to use this bucket, but it didn't want to load anything in here. That's because this thing has a different bucket. Can you see the difference? Anyway, that's the grapple of that. Then we have the robot, the thing I was a little bit reluctant to buy at first. It's remote controlled, so you just pull out the controls and just move it. It's equipped with a jackhammer attachment. So if I just bring the hammer down, it starts drilling. It's always on, so it's a bit of a hazard to be around. But other than that, a nifty little thing. Very reliable. A bit hard to maneuver sometimes in small spaces, because the arm will get caught up on everything. Alright, well, this is just a regular cargo truck. Nothing special about this one. It's just like any other truck, except you can move cargo with this. You need that in order to build some of the more expensive stuff, like houses, offices, hotels and stuff. And the gold mine, for instance, you need building materials. You deliver them with that thing. See. And dump truck I already demonstrated. And the road roller you already saw. Alright, let's move over to the next town. Because every town has their own machinery. And I also demonstrate this is how we move between towns. The name Dorfenburg just sounds weird to me because it implies it's kind of like village's mountain, which doesn't seem right. Bergendorf sounds much more logical to me, but I think that's an actual place. Dorfenburg, no, not much, not that much. A little bit out of place, but it's a nice little location. Come on, load a little bit faster. Yeah. Dorfenberg International Airport. Once again, we'll just go over to the place. It's a very wide out shot space. Again, it has also a scrapyard and stuff. Although the more fun thing is that you can find derelict trains that you can dismantle, which provide a lot of scrap, but ultimately... no, I don't want to go there. I'll go to the machine shop. There's a lot of machines here. And here we have two of them. The cement truck, which allows you to use this arm. I can get it right. Drop cement. Easy enough. Well, yeah, but that's because they're all in different locations, because we are a global company. We also have the, what's this thing called again? A crawler crane. It has a wrecking ball. It is fun to swing about. Oops. Alright, so now I've actually broken a vehicle. Just a few taps on the wrench will bring that right up. Alright, let's bring out another few other vehicles that I have here. Alright, so the cargo truck is pretty much the same. Let's bring out the backhoe loader. And excavator. Not especially because we need it, but because it's essentially just the same as the excavator in the other area, except this one is slightly bigger and tracked. But it's got the same attachments. There's a lift, there's shears. Well, yeah, apparently it can be swung into things. You need to be careful with that, but overall it's fine. Since you can easily repair stuff. The backhoe loader is kind of fun, because it sort of functions like the bulldozer would. And you can also shift the arm while you're driving. And then you do this, and then you use the arm on the back. Quite a versatile little thing. A little bit lightweight for my feeling, because this thing will topple very easily. But you know, it functions. Right. And the cargo truck is the same, just a slightly different color. And of course there's also a dump truck again. Serves the same purpose. Alright, let's go back to the airport. You can see also I am loaded. All the properties. Nothing needs repair right now. Occasionally stuff will break down and then you need to do stuff and need to send out someone to fix it, or you could fix it yourself. That's always an option. If you want to save money, you can fix things yourself. Alright, so Ambertown, a snow-covered place. Yeah, I didn't like this place much to work in because, well, you see these locations out here. Those are on ice. It's not very nice to drive on ice. Shock horror, right? Alright, let's go to the machine shop again. But you do get some nice fancy vehicles, like the big bulldozer. Like this is an actual bulldozer, in my opinion. Nice and heavy. This thing does not easily fall down. Does have a nice bit of drift though. Guess just because it's so slippery out here. Another reason I didn't particularly like this location is because the emergency are all tailored for specific areas. Like in Gold Valley, rocks fall onto the road occasionally. That's fine. You can just easily push them aside with the bulldozer or smash them if they are big enough. In Bergendorf, there is usually trees fall onto the road. Simple enough again, although trees are kind of a bit trickier to move because they are a little bit weird to maneuver. And then in Ambertown, ice falls onto the road for no apparent reason. Or it falls on the road, I don't know. It's not really explained properly. And we have the skid loader, that's a bit different. And we've got the excavator wheeled. Skid loader is kind of fun. Very bouncy vehicle. Very easy to lose control over. Also be outfitted with a number of attachments. Lift. Oh, that's it then. Just the jackhammer in the lift. Yeah, I like this thing. Can be very fun, although it is a little bit underpowered because it keeps slipping away on icy hills. And here we have another wheeled excavator with a slightly wider bucket. And you can get some fairly fancy maneuvering out of that. Oh, the fuel is almost gone. Let's refill it. Again, just the lift and the bucket. You can't even destroy stuff with this thing, I think. Alright, that's all the vehicles here. Again, slightly different dump truck. Slightly different cargo truck. But they function just the same. And the airport. In, so well, let's move over. In Sunbury, we're in Honolulu Island. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I've not seen Robot Wars in an ages, so I don't know the names of all the vehicles, but... So, Honolulu Island is essentially just the last place you go to. There's also no... like, all the other properties have either a gold mine or a lignite mine. Ambertown has a small diamond mine, which you'd think would be much more valuable, but it is not. Honolulu doesn't have any of that. You just build hotels and small concrete houses. You're at the end of the monopoly board and just building the most expensive stuff. Not even good stuff, really. Like, this is one of the hotels we built. This is one ugly structure. I mean, honestly, who would want to sleep in this? I mean, maybe it needs to be developed more, but... Eesh. Anyway. Vehicles. Where is the vehicle thingy? That's the tool shop. Machine shop. Like, all the stuff is here. So. We have a bulldozer again. Small one. Nothing to write home about, but it functions. There we have the robot again. Functions the same as before. Again, nothing really special. Cargo truck, we've already seen that. Another excavator. A nice big bucket. We also have a crawler crane again. But of course, the big thing we have here is this thing. Now, it's a bit of a stretch to call this a vehicle, but you know, it functions. Bringing it about, dropping the crane thingy. And the tower crane also has a concrete bucket. Which is what you need to fill in the roofs of those things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not saying that this thing is very fun to use, but it is certainly fun to have. Especially since it can't be driven, so it has to be delivered at every building site that we have. There's not any real jobs available that I want to do. That I can show. I mean, much as Crazy Clown Georgie amusement park sounds fun, it is not. Or in Gold Valley, the jobs are just vintage saloon again. I just redone the gas station toilets again because I wanted to see if there was potentially anything else hiding behind that. But there isn't. Here over to the beach. I mean, there is some very funky missions in this thing. Like, for instance, on this beach, we have to demolish a couple of beach lifeguard houses because they are all worn down. But we also have to push some sharks into the sea, which is just a little bit random. I guess they were just having fun with this particular scenario. But other than that, yeah, the wrong time of day, unfortunately. And at least the middle of the night. Where is our office? We could just add it. You know, I've never actually looked if we can go inside this thing. Not even entirely sure we can. Because those doors look tiny. Is this even meant for humans? Yeah, a little bit more free roam. As I understand it though, maybe this game could be more fun in multiplayer, where multiple people work on the same projects or different projects anyway. Or you get challenges or something. But there's no dynamic events in single player. So, well, aside from the emergencies, but I don't think there are any emergencies at the moment, so at least I don't see any. And I'm also not sticking around long enough. So I also hired some workers to do stuff for me if I need, if I don't want to do stuff myself, which is usually all the maintenance stuff, because it's not all that interesting to do. Yeah, the workers are just there. They do the job, and the higher level, I guess, means that they do the work faster if they need to, but some jobs do have a level limit, so you do need to have a high enough level worker. Worker 5, really? You couldn't even be bothered to think of a name for that. Ooh, small concrete house. Where is the concrete house? Alright, well, there's no materials required. I'll just assign a worker and go to small concrete house. Joe Bennett is on the job. It'll take 15 minutes. And for a brief time, this property is not yielding us any money. Or really anything at all. This is ugly though. I do get the feeling that the properties get less impressive over time. The houses are tiny compared to the amount of estate you get. Like there's more room for the cars than the people. Anyway, that's not really my problem. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to show of this game, because there really is nothing else left to do. I have done everything here. I've gotten all the achievements. So, switch over to something else. And so, see if this picks up. Just a slight different thing. Well, you do get explosives, but you do have to be worried a little bit about the music is a little bit loud. Yeah, audio in general is a little bit loud. There. So, but usually when you get a demolition project, they set a limit on how many explosives you can use, and you only have room for like 7 explosives, I believe, in total in your backpack. So, unless you're very good at precisely placing those explosive packets, the results can be disappointing. Anyway, this is Terroir, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. One of the games that I have in my inventory that I can't fully remember if I got this through a gift. I think Ursi might have gifted me this one. Or maybe it was just a giveaway or something, because I definitely would not have picked this one out myself, probably. But what it is, it is. It's a wine-making tycoon game. There. I'll just switch into one of the games I have in progress. We'll just do it. So, I've already run through a couple of cycles in order to get a little bit of a feel for what the game actually wants me to do. I essentially have just my estate over here and 2 fields where I grow wine. I create Cabernet Sauvignon on this one and Chardonnay on this one. In our cellar, we have a couple of bottles of some of the particular vintages we have. I've not really bothered naming any of them, but that's fine. And we've made a couple of fairly good ones. I mean, so far they've all been rated 5 stars, but we've also only had access to the low level of wine tasters. So honestly, were they really 5 stars? I mean, I recently also sold my recent stock of bottles for 5 star. The sellers were very happy about those, distributors. So we should be gaining some money as they are sold. You can see the market saturation for Cabernet Sauvignon is going up there. We should really be pushing some more Chardonnay. Now, the goal is to create good wine. In order to do that, we need to grow our grapes. The grapes we want to reach either ripeness level 5 or 6. And we can only really control that by cutting back foliage when it starts growing. Now it's currently December. In the future, so nothing grows. Just to speed things up. Now every month has 2 seasons, where it either rains, is clear, or is cloudy. If it's clear, my grapes get exposed and go up in ripeness. If they are able to get exposed, if it rains, the foliage will grow. Although that usually only starts in the second part of February, I think. Looks to be a rainy year. And we can see there's some light foliage now on these things. It's cloudy. Just gonna cut back the foliage on these two, just to make sure that they have a little bit more exposure, because I want to get above 2. Right, it's clear. Good. Because any grapes below on 2 or lower get rot. Alright, now we need a little bit of rain, please. Because I don't want my grapes overexposed, because that's also bad. Right, cloudy again. Light foliage. Light foliage. We're making nice amounts of funds. Although I think most of my wine is probably sold. Right. Clear weather. Nice. And another clear cycle. That can be bad. I do hope we get some rain. My grapes are gonna go ripe. Another clear cycle. Dang it! Yeah, these ones are overexposed. Now it's cloudy. And we're about to get ready to harvest them. Yeah, fine. Alright, so. Yeah, we lose a little bit, but fine. At least the Cabernet is doing fine. Chardonnay will not yield us quite as much. Let's start crushing them. We only have one form of crushing them, so we'll do this. But yeah, you're pretty much at the mercy of the weather in order to see if your grapes are gonna be of any use. Alright, so we need to leave them to ferment. Let's give them a month to get the sweetness down. I mean, I don't know exactly how much I need to leave them to ferment, but let's do a month. Yeah, I get the feeling we're probably not gonna get the best wine out of this, but we'll see. I can look at the wine log. Alright, so I mean, I've only had one Chardonnay so far. It was 5 stars, which is just this. I'm not sure how we're gonna get there per se. Cabernet Sauvignon. Alright, we need a little bit more acidity, I think. So let's go with 30%. Both of them. I mean, it is a total guess on my part if it's any good. Right, so we only have the common French oak. I'll just store them in a barrel. And you know what? Let's just bottle it right away. Just gonna go with a cheap cruise screw cap. Alright, let's organize a tasting with some of the higher levels of taster. Oof. Acidity was too low. Yeah. Acidity was too low. Yep. Yeah, just discard this. All of it. It's not worth anything. Dang it. Can't even sell it as Blanc. 0 stars. Alright, onward to the next season. Let's see if we can make some proper 5-star wine before the end of it out. Yeah, that ate into my funds quite a bit. I was hoping for at least like 3 stars, maybe. Alright, slow down. Definitely want to cut back from that. Alright, let's cut back 1 more level. Alright, if we can now just keep it at this, we'd be fine. Alright, rain, that's fine. More rain. Alright, so now it's got optimal foliage. Ooh. Not great. Optimal foliage will just mean it will not lose or gain anything as it goes either clear or not. We should have the perfect grapes if things hold. Well, yeah, but just like real winemaking, that's also a lot of RNG. I do hope we get a good yield out of this, though. Dang it. Cut back. I just harvest the bloody stuff. So close to perfection, and rain has to rain on my parade. Right, let's see if I can get it right. I mean, the tannins is a bit low. Or maybe I should just hire or invite the low-level tasters just to make sure that I get good grades. Alright, so... Yeah, 2 weeks is probably fine. I'm also not a wine guy. I'm mostly interested in this as a management aspect of the game. I don't think I want to add any more acidity to this. Just press it. And we again only have the 1 barrel type. And let's immediately bottle the stuff. Alright, let's see if we can get some positive comments on this one. Oh, you know what? 4 stars. 4.5 stars. I'll take it. Acidity was too low. Yeah, that's probably true. Alright, and now for this one. Acidity was... Ah. Alright, well the Chardonnay is a waste, but we can sell this one. Alright, so I probably want to distribute this equally amongst the 3 of them, so... How do I divide this by 3 again? I don't really feel like saving any of these bottles because I need the cash. Right, 360. Alright, one more time. Let's see if we can get this right. Read through the thing because I really need money. Thank you. Let's get some wines appreciated. Also, I need to get rid of my bad wine. So much of it. What a waste. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that I've not heard of such a game being in existence. Oh, my vine has died. Well, let's replant it. I guess vines do have a limited lifespan, but... Oops. Alright. No. No. And it's got fungal rot. Well, nuts. Come on, give me some clear summers. There we go. Looks like the fungal rot cleared off. I might have overexposed the Chardonnay. Maybe we'll get rain in August. Hey! We got a prize! And we did not get anything else. And it's overexposed again. Oh. We have no acidity at all. Alright. Well, let's see if we can salvage some of this. Alright, so we need to get the acidity to 5, probably. See if we can finagle that. The sweetness probably needs to go down. Let's have it ferment for a month. Yeah, that whole period is totally nuts. Yeah, like I said, I'm surprised there isn't such a game. Alright, so if I go 50%, would that be enough? It's a guess on my part. Alright, let's begin. Alright, that I think that worked. Alright. I'll just leave it to sit for a bit. I leave it for a month-ish. I mean, let's see, next season. Still got that stuff. Wait until December. Right, its acidity and tannins has gone down. Alright, let's see if that's good enough. Alright, let's get the big shots out here. Hopefully it doesn't destroy my reputation. Acidity was too low. I mean, compared to the sweetness and the tannins, maybe. Right. Guess I'm gonna get this. I'm not gonna get much good out of this. Yeah. Oof. Alright, so it needs to have a balance of the stuff. This one I can just discard. And this I will just sell to Crop Foods, because they don't care about my reputation. They just want some cheap stuff. Yeah. I mean, there would always be kind of the danger that you'd accidentally be teaching people how to make moonshine in such a game. That kind of like how in Payday you sort of learn how to make a particular type of drug. I've heard, allegedly. I've not played Payday enough to know that. As in, I have played it like once. Hmm? With no foliage. Could do with some rain now. Weather, please. Alright, that helps, I guess. If I can keep it at 6, that would be grand. Right, just have to keep the optimal foliage. Let's get ready to cut it back. And keep it at 6. That's perfect. But it's only May, so... Right, clear skies. Please give me some good grapes. And it rains. Well, 5 is still good. And August. Cloudy. Right, looks like we're in the clear. Perfect, perfect. Phew. Got it before it really went bad. Well, no, not specifically, although reading the manual tutorial thing, that's kind of daunting, because this game throws a lot of information at you. Anyway, looks like we have a decent spread of stuff, so let's get to crushing. And we almost had it perfect. Alright, so I think the sweetness, don't really need to ferment it all that much. Just make it 2 weeks. One note of sweetness down is probably fine. Alright, we need... go with 1 more point of acidity. I think. And I'll just press like this. Alright, so it's more or less spread right. I'll just leave it stored for a month to get all the values lined up nicely. Yeah, there it is. Let's bottle that up. New buttery flavor, nice. Alright, let us organize the tasting. Oh, please, please give me a good review. Ah, acidity was too low. Dang it. I thought I had it right. I mean, it's... Alright, fine, let's just shoot for the low-hanging fruit then. Hey, look at that. And we also get a chance card, or circumstance.
The strings of geopolitics have pulled your country into a war. Your government's armed forces have approached you about requisitioning wine. Your wine, to be precise. They request a patriotic donation of 3,000 bottles of any wine over the next 3 years. Will you answer the call of duty?
Probably not. Alright, let's just sell my wine. I mean, at least they still like my stuff. But I don't have enough of it. I need to produce more of it. And that's expensive. Because buying one of these plots of land... Woohoo! Alright, reputation goes up. One of these plots of lands just cost me $20,000. In any case, that'll do for this particular game. Maybe we'll have another look at it next time, but I'm not feeling quite so rushed. Start from the beginning. With barely anything. Because I had sort of figured out how these things worked, and then I figured as much as I went up in the level of wine tasters, they probably would get more picky. The game never really specifies how picky they would get. Anyway, that'll do for this stream. Hope you enjoyed it. See you all next time. And we'll continue this next week, if you wish to be there. Thank you for watching. Till then. Bye.